G'day guys and welcome back to Jans_Gaming for another Dokkan Battle video. So for today's video I'm finally getting around to jumping into the movie boss rush stage. Bit late to this one but there's just been so much content to do. So we're going to be jumping in and knocking over one of the missions, that being the movie heroes one. This is actually funny because it would only be a couple of days ago now I actually did the full movie heroes sort of team build, I guess we'll call it, or deciphering what I think is the best way to build the team. So funny that we do end up getting this as a mission. I'm thinking we should be able to absolutely obliterate this stage with the Double Beast Gohan team. Beast just has so much to offer, offensively, defensively. You've got the target mechanic up your sleeve as well for if we should get into trouble later on in the event. But yeah, movie boss rush is literally just the final stages of the movie boss red zone. So the final stage of each boss poled in one after another. So pretty sick because it does give you an opportunity to go into a really long event. There must be like 8 stages here, I think. And yeah, they're sort of they start off definitely easy. You can't deny that. But even later on, they do get into sort of middling difficulty. Bojack, I know he does lock, so that'll be annoying for some people if you're going to be bringing teams that require units to be getting their super off before they get their defense. Um, yeah, I thought you might take damage there. And then you've got the AGL Broly at the end. From what I've heard, he doesn't actually cancel dodge now. So what he does, he just does some really good, decent damage there. So yeah, pretty much we're just going to fire through until we get to that point. As you can see, we do have the STR Gamma 1 here. So Gamma 1 will end up being a floater for us here. But in the meantime, for this first rotation, it's a really good opportunity to get him built up. But oh my lord, we got too much support on rotation here. He actually, surely he doesn't get the one shot. Oof, thank goodness. So yeah, that works out really, really well there because a number of hits on Gamma 1 builds up his damage reduction. You just want to get that out of the way because sometimes when a unit is moved to a floater, they don't see the light of day and it's tough to get their hits built in. So here we will roll with that into that. We're going to build up our Dokkan gauge. As I said, this is a really long event, so we may as well just start grabbing these same type key spheres. I'm obviously going for the no item run here. I can't imagine that this would give us trouble to get a no item run done, I guess. Yeah, as I said, we've got the target mechanics. We've actually got 3 of them because we've got the physical Gogeta on the team as well. Unfortunately, he did slot into slot 7. That's a really weird way to say that. I'm not sure why I said that like that. But that means we won't be able to get his transformation for ages, which is definitely annoying. Because yeah, he's got the sick animations, he's got the target mechanic, he's yeah, just really really cool. So that's disappointing. But anyways, I guess that means that his 3-turn guard straight off the bat does last for a little longer because he didn't come in till later. Are we gonna 1-turn? Nah, surely we're not gonna 1-turn phase this because we've got another one. Oh no, don't worry. For some reason I thought we had an extra super attack coming in there, but we were up to the hidden potential anyways. So the reason I wasn't worried about taking any damage there was because, as I mentioned, Gogeta does have the 3-turn guard there, so after getting off all of those supers, his defense would have been looking really solid. So now we can float the STR Gogeta into, move him into his floating role. Would have actually been nice if he had have got the finish there for us, but anyways, that's fine. The fact that there is no attacks coming in first, we'll actually grab that, into that. Remember that the int gammas need to get off 3 attacks. It's actually not 3 supers, so 3 attacks, and then they are able to begin their exchanges. So yeah, so we need one more attack with them. That's sort of the tough thing with them getting stuck in the second rotation, that they can sort of fall to the wayside. But we'll get that sorted out from here. As I said, same type keys viz. It annoys me that activates so many times. Like, we get it the first time, we're able to get a unit super off. Also funny, because on top of the Movie Heroes team build that I did, we've also got the STR Piccolo video that I did as well, talking about him being probably an underrated option to run on STR Beast Gohan's team. As you can see, we are able to get the unit super with him. He provides some big old support as well. Especially when you're going up against an extreme enemy. We're on the full Movie Heroes team, so he's always going to have the 30% damage reduction. He's got the guard, he gets defense on super. Like, he's a really, really valuable unit to bring on a team like this. If you were trying to cheese this mission, or this event, I guess, you could go with a unit like the Tech Godku. Not on this team particularly, I don't think. I don't think he fits into Beast Gohan's leader skill, but if you were running just like the double Gogetas, that would work really well. He's going to have the massive damage reduction the whole way through, and then when you get up to the final phase against Broly, he's going to have the damage reduction and guard. Plus, he has orb changing, so he's like a perfect runner for an event like this. Bang, 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 and then Piccolo. He's not going to do damage. But that's fine. That's really not his role on the team. He's just going to get that first hit, get the extra stats, and yeah, do his thing. Real wasted guaranteed dodge turn for STR Gogeta here, which is a bit sad, but anyways. So that is too many attacks in slot 1. I was hoping to put the Gammas in slot 1 there to get them their final attacks so that they could start exchanging, but with type disadvantage, we don't want to be taking real unnecessary damage there. And you can see with their support, with the extra attacks there, Beast Gohan is up to just a lazy 18 million crit. Like, craziness. So for this one, we're going to continue on the run here. I may as well let you stack up a little bit more. And then we'll grab that, even though it doesn't matter, because when Beast gets hit, everyone gets their extra key. So as I was saying, it doesn't really hurt to not transform Gogeta straight away, because he does get the stack of his defense on 18 key. The one risk here actually may be that we're past his third turn, so that means that he's not going to have his guard. So maybe transforming him there would have been wiser. Why is my Beast Gohan not getting the third attack? I think he has like 24 additional at this point, which is like a 48% chance. Yep, my Gogeta is 69%. I know Gogeta gets more chance to proc his additional super, but still, that is a little bit of a pain. But anyway, that's fine. Hopefully it means that 13 survives with enough HP to where the STR Beast can't kill him straight away next turn, because next turn all we need is the one attack with the Gammas, but this looks like we are definitely going to be in that range. We will have we'll have Beast unit super, because we're going to have the STR Piccolo on rotation. We do get the double super. My Gamma is built towards a full additional build, so shouldn't be a regular that we actually do see those supers, and then we get another hit, but we're already fully built up. So cool. What we'll do is we'll grab that into that. So we are sort of nearing that unit super territory. I mean, the unit super. I just read unit super. That's why I said that. We're nearing that Dokkan mode. Could be really handy, but at the same time, if we get stuck with someone in slot 1 being forced to do the Dokkan attack, that could be a little bit annoying. Remember, I think I mentioned it before, but Bojack does lock Dang, okay. We're not even going to finish you off this turn. That's cool. That's fine. We grabbed a bunch of STR key spheres for the gammas here, so that's fine. We'll get off the multiple attacks with them, and then they'll be able to exchange from this turn onwards. See how lucky we get with supers. Nope. Isn't it STR key spheres? I know it's AGL. Oh, I need to check, I guess. Piccolo gets these extra stats there, and yeah, he's got that guard. So what we'll do is we will actually... let's give him one more stack. One more stack of his defense. Go that into that. Oh, that did get off the Dokkan attack. Oh, well, that's fine. That's fine. I'm just going to let it play through here because we don't really need any of the extra stats, so I'd rather just not watch the animation there. Hopefully Gogeta gets close to, if not, does get the finish. Bang. Oh, of course, we get the additional normal there. We got the rainbow keys here, so we were guaranteed to get at least one additional super, and then it comes down to the hidden potential, which we also don't get. So cool. Beast hasn't been hit, so it'll be interesting to see whether he does actually get the crit off, and if not, STR Gogeta in slot 3 can finish the job. STR Gogeta actually hasn't gotten to build up at all at this point, so that's certainly not ideal. You would like him to get off a couple of attacks, really build up his stats, and of course we crit that one. So now we go into Bojack here. Let's see. You're locked. That's unfortunate. And you're sealed. I want to do that to give the extra defense to you. But I think we are just going to roll with this. Very annoying to take Gamma 1. I mean, the int Gammas off rotation. What I might do is there you go. I would have been better off leaving the Gammas on rotation, I guess there. We do have 50% damage reduction. So yes, we take 326. That's annoying. But anyways, that's fine. That's fine. We can make do with that. Maybe I will float Gogeta off this next rotation. Yeah, we'll see what we're stuck with, I guess. Beast. If we we could have just put him in slot 1 there, that would have been perfect. There was a bunch of attacks, so we would have been able to build up his attack. We would have had, Gamma 1 would have been getting off his super before getting hit, so that would have saved him from taking any damage. Like, he would have taken that super pretty well post his own attack. Yeah, so Gamma's floated off now. When they come back around, we'll have to use their standby. Wow. Locked and sealed. So that means you have to go with that. We'll go that into that into that. So that means we're going to have to float off Beast on the other rotation here. And from there, we will be able to fix up our rotation. So dang, everything would have worked out so much better if I had have just left the int Gammas on rotation there. But anyway, is what it is. Gogeta fires off his awesome 18 key super, as I always say, and then he'll fire off his multiple 12 keys. Defense will be looking really good. He's got the 70% chance to dodge, and even that, his defense will be looking really nice after all these supers, even if that 70% doesn't proc. We did also get the heal. You may have noticed that when you go blue with Gogeta, you get the heal. So that definitely worked in our favour as well. Compare, dodge, does get tagged there. There you go. Remember that he can also counter super attacks. So I saw it in a video the other day, and it was like the first time I'd actually seen it in game. It was sick. Dang, We get the first hit there. Thankfully, we do get the first hit, so that gives us our extra stats on top of our guard and damage reduction now. So how do we 200k? That's fine. We have 700k, so we can make do with that. We actually might have to do that because STR Gogeta. Oh no, I actually could have used STR Gogeta's active skill. Oh, that's fine. Here's what it is. I've just wasted that target mechanic, but anyways, that's fine. On the next rotation, we are going to be able to use the exchange from the Int Gammas. So that means that they're going to be able to do that big old damage attack, and I can't imagine that Bojack's going to have much health anyway. So that should one-shot him. Gogeta is, well, actually, Bojack might get finished, and that would actually work against us here. Because how much damage is Gohan going to have by all of these attacks in slot 3? 24 million. Now this will be a guaranteed crit. We're going to get off a guaranteed additional. That actually might save it. Yeah, look at that. Like dang. Okay. Maybe I would have been, but we couldn't move Gohan out of slot 3, so we couldn't put Gogeta in there to get that active. So yeah, so that ruins that idea of thinking, or that way of thinking anyways here. So we got you with your ability to target mechanic. We're not going to pop that. We will use the damage for you. So 18 milli is definitely a good number there. We're going to be giving off a ton of support here. What we'll do is we'll grab that into that into that. So we'll set up those SDR key spheres for the next rotation. You can see Gogeta there getting hit, but these dodges, with all these dodges building up, that means that we are going to get to a guaranteed crit with Gogeta, which is fire. As you can see, with all this support on rotation, we do hit a 14 milli, following up with a 10 milli. And remember that the Int Gamma's support now is 2 turns, so that means on the next rotation you're going to see Beast with the extra 50% support. So that's very nice. I probably should have floated the Int Gammas off just to fix our rotations, because ideally I'd like to have a Beast with Gogeta and a Beast with the Gammas, but we can work towards that anyways. So bang, first super with them. We're going to get some more supers off. We will probably get to the point, yeah, as you can see, where the Janemba is going to transform into his next phase. But the next phase is physical, so that really isn't any concern to me whatsoever. Because, yeah, Beast is just going to blast through that. Bang. How do you take this? So he's got the 30% damage reduction. He got his super attack off. He's got his stats. 107k. That's nice. That's nice. SDR Piccolo is good for this event, I'm telling you. What we might do is just grab that into that, so that we can grab that for a heal off, and we're back up to full HP. Beast is getting hit multiple times in this first slot here, so we're up to pretty much an 18 mil super. I'm thinking that he should finish the job here, and if he's not going to, then I can tell you that SDR Gogeta in slot 2, he's definitely going to. Actually wouldn't mind STR Gogeta in slot 2 getting to do some attacks, but whenever that's the case, that means that Beast is going to get the triple super. So we're also going to have the target mechanic available with Gogeta if we want it on this next rotation. I'm not sure that we do really want it, because we might just actually use this to fix up his rotations. Because we can go like that into that into that. I think could work really, really well. Here again, Gogeta's got that big old support. We're gonna have the Int Gammas. They got their damage reduction, and Beast is just a monster defensively. So he's going to be fine. The one thing is that we don't get his guaranteed additionals but there was just no attacks in slot 1 for us to work with there. The reason that I did hold the target mechanic here with Gogeta is because we will be able to protect one of our floaters by activating it next turn. And like realistically here, you got Beast and you got the Int Gammas. Like you don't need to protect either of those units here. Here it is, 7 milli to guaranteed crit. Dang, that looks so good. Yeah, that's awesome. I reckon that's the second time I have seen this in game. So bringing out the cannon here. But bang, taking that for nothing. All this extra attack and crit does nothing for us. And then we've got the Int Gammas. 50% damage reduction, 50% 2-turn support. Like, I really do love using the Gammas. I think they are so much fun. You just really want them on that first rotation. So as you can see here, we do have the unit super. We're going to pop that target mechanic, so we're going to have to get everyone attacking you. We're going to see, I hate that activates so many times, it's just unnecessary. But we're going to do that into that. So everyone's going to get the extra 3 key, not that that really matters as here. And because there is so many attacks in slot 1, it does mean that Beast is going to be getting a bunch of extra attack here. Gogeta, he'll quickly build up with additional supers. Or not. He's just going to, wow. That is a terrible. That's definitely why Vegeto's better than STR Gogeta, unfortunately. 26 milli. Oh my. With a guaranteed crit, cancel of an action. Dang. Dang. Then follows it up with a 20 million additional 12 key super, which, guess what, is also a guaranteed crit. Kapow. And we get a normal. And the additional normal does 8 million. Like, that's just crazy. STR Piccolo here timed it well with the target mechanic because obviously we want to protect him. We don't want him getting cooked. No doubt this will be a super. No. Okay. I would have expected Piccolo to just cop a random super there. But what we'll do is we'll pop that one, which will give the extra damage. Remember, it'll be a guaranteed crit because we are at that point of his dodges. So all attacks are going to be targeting him now. So yeah, we'll just go grab that. Into that, we'll be protecting Gamma 1 by doing that as well. Bang, you can see we're up to turn 17. So this is by far the longest event in the game at the moment. So 14 milli here. Everyone's just getting really big attack stats because of the Gamma support, really. It's just so impactful. Like, that 50% 2 turns is really, really crazy. Especially when you consider how good the Gammas are. Like, it's even more so because they're insane. Come on, do a super. Super me Broly. Dang, I was sort of hoping that Broly was going to super so that we could get the counter off there. Thought it would be a pretty sick way to get towards the end of the video, but I would assume that Gogeta with his guaranteed crits here is going to get the job done, I think. What would be sick is if he didn't get the job done and then we got supered straight after. We get that counter for the finish. There's another 12 key super. Nice. But I would prefer to not extend this out to one more rotation. It would just feel like a bit of an annoyance. Come on, super. No. Come on, you got a super on this rotation, Broly. My Gamma 1 doesn't have much crit at all. So, doesn't matter because we did crit. So there you go, guys. That is my initial clear of the movie boss rush. Done with the movie heroes team to get that mission done. Yeah, I don't think we were realistically in any trouble throughout that one, but let me know down below what team you used to knock over that mission. Obviously, Broly at the end there can be really tough, and I did go with an extremely STR heavy team, but Stones in the pocket. But as I was saying, let me know the team you use down below. Don't forget to like and subscribe if you want to keep up with the content, and hopefully I'll catch you all on the next video.